You are now listening to Mike's Opinion, Logic Unleashed.
That's right. You are now listening to and watching the Mike's Opinion podcast. How are you doing? How are you doing? You know, I always want to know, how are you doing? I hope you're doing all right. As a matter of fact, that's what this episode is about. How to do what we doing. But first and foremost, you know, I was off for about a week and a half, almost 2 weeks. I had dropped 2 episodes back to back as soon as Kamala Harris got nominated. You know, she secured that nomination when it was breaking news. When Biden, stepped down, Kamala stepped up. Now she chose her VP and, Minnesota governor. And hey, here we go. Here we go for the clown circus. Anyway, I have been gone and intermittent over the last few months, as my followers and watchers and listeners know. And, over the last year, I've been going through a lot of things. Those of you that know. If not, go back and listen to some of the episodes. It continues. The struggles, the challenges. I don't ever call them problems. They are challenges. We all face them, right? In life. But the show must go on. I cannot go crawl under the covers and stay in the bed. I cannot down a bottle of vodka and go sit in the corner. I cannot run away. I probably should rephrase all of that, because I could. I will not. I will not. The Olympics are going on right now. And what makes a champion a champion? There are sacrifices you have to make for excellence. There are sacrifices you have to make to reach your goals, or to reach the pinnacle of something. There are obstacles, and you have to endure all of it. I have always been a consumer of what's going on. A lot of people call it the news. Being born and raised in New York City, there's always something going on. Always. Now that I live, this Texas suburban life, it's not so much. It's pretty quiet. So I don't look for the drama. I just like to stay informed. Unfortunately, the mainstream media leads with the drama, the death, the crime, all of that. Okay, I need to know what's going on, but not just the bad stuff. I need to know all the stuff. So I try to consume as much as I can in short doses. So, and that's all through my app now. I used to watch the evening news. I don't watch that anymore. One of the benefits of that for me, and the way I utilize this information, is I look at what other people are going through and go, ooh-wee. My challenges are still my challenges, but it puts my challenges in perspective for me. Because, I'm going through what I'm going through, and it's a lot. It's a lot. And weaker men would crumble. But when I look at what some other people are going through, oh, snap, I'd much rather be going through what I'm going through than what they're going through. And that's real talk. That is the realest. No cap. So, I wanted to just chime in today and say, I'm still here. And I wanted to talk a bit about excellence, about perseverance, about persistence. And I don't care what it is. I don't care who you are. None of us get anything done alone. People say, oh, I did this by myself. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Boxers don't do it by themselves. They get in that ring and handle their business, but it's a team of people behind them. The gym, the trainers, the support system, you know. And I want to take a minute right now. My circle is ridiculously small. But thank you to the couple people that have helped me out and continue to support me and help me. And once I do break through and make it, you will get yours back tenfold. Even though you don't want it back, you're not giving with the get this back to me. You're giving because you love and support me. And I thank you wholeheartedly. I couldn't do it without you. But I strive every day to build my businesses. I strive and work and work and work hard because the goal, once I reach that goal, and I'm doing it on my terms, my way, and a lot of people don't understand. A lot of people don't understand. And they have the right not to agree. I respect their opinion. I respect their right to disagree, but I do disagree. Now, in the past, I have taken a company that I started from zero to $1 million company. I did that. Excuse me. That can never be undone. I'm in the process of doing it again in a much more competitive market. And it's a struggle. It's a struggle. This podcast I have been doing for 4 years and it has gone nowhere. Now, I've got thousands and thousands and thousands of downloads, but I haven't attracted any sponsorship. A lot of the shit that I say is controversial. Plus, the market is saturated. There are literally millions of podcasts out there. And a lot of people who already had name, who already had fame, who already had mass popularity jumped into it. I would like for this podcast to generate revenue. Life sustaining revenue would be great. That is not the main reason why I do this podcast. I do this podcast to leave a video and an audio record of me. This is me. This is who you get. I'm not putting on an act. I'm not talking about bullshit. I am telling you my thoughts, my feelings. This is me. And hey, I hope it's here. I hope it's archived and saved by any family member that has an interest to know who I was, 100 years from now, 200 years from now, and on and on and on. That's the main reason I'm doing this. It's also therapeutic for me. I tell y'all what's going on, how I feel about certain things, and this is why I've named the show Mike's Opinion. So I want you to know if you are facing struggles, if you are facing adversity, if you are facing challenges or problems or whatever you want to call it, hurdles, obstacles, and you ready to throw in the towel and give up, don't. Don't. Be honest with yourself, though. Make sure your goals are realistic goals. For instance, y'all know I'm long in the tooth, right? Late 50s, right? Next milestone for me is 60. Still feel strong, Still feel vibrant. You know what I'm saying? Still do some push-ups. Health could be better. I'll just say that. Um, but I can't go play pro football. I could go try out and get laughed off the field because these young, strong boys out there be there. One hit, I'm done. One of them 300-400 pound boys follow on me. It's a wrap. I'm not in the gym like that. I'm too old for that. So if I set a goal at my age and said, yo, I want to be in the NFL or even one of the other leagues, that's an unrealistic goal. That's not going to happen. So if you got lofty goals like that, you might want to just look in the mirror and be honest with yourself and say, I think I'll choose a different goal. Okay. I don't know of any 50. I know some 40-year-old players. Tom Brady played to his 40s, but he started out when he was young. But if you have realistic goals, if you have genuinely achievable goals, never, ever give up. Do what you need to do until that goal is achieved. And that's where I'm at. Not necessarily with this podcast. This podcast, like I said, is more of a hobby. It's more of a life archive. If it makes $1, I'll be very happy. I'll be very happy. You know, um, it'd be great. I believe my niche, well, I haven't marketed to because marketing costs money, but I think like the NPR crowd, the book readers, the people that like substance, or just to like watch a bald head man drone on about his opinions, you know, um, people that like intellectual stimulation. So I think early on, I said some things in a couple of episodes that may have got me shadow banned. Go back and listen to episode called Gay 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 and Gay 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 Part 2. My wife is on Gay 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 Part 2. But my wife, who is very sweet and honest with me, has said, you should probably take those episodes down. Me being the Taurus person that I am, the stubborn person, and I do listen, but I think I have a right to my opinion. So I think I got canceled before I even got started. So if you try to look for me and look for Mike's Opinion or Mike's Opinion podcast and you can't find me, let me know. Please reach out. Shoot me an email, Mike's Opinion Show at gmail.com. It's in the show notes. Or I'm all over the place, social media. Let me know if you just can't find me. That'd be greatly appreciated, especially if you're new and you just stumbled across me somehow. If you've already, subscribed and done all of that. By the way, like, share, subscribe. I like to slow down now when I say that. Please take a minute and click the like button. If you're watching on YouTube, subscribe. It's very important. It's very useful. It's very helpful. Um, Follow on all the social media. Share. Say, hey, I like this guy. He's kind of interesting. Check him out. He talked about, I don't know, circadian rhythms. I've got 200 shows now, almost. I think this might be show 200, as a matter of fact. I have to check. Maybe not. I don't know. When I thought about doing this episode, I said I always do research for the episodes. I didn't do any for this episode because I wanted to hop on. I have a ton of other work that I need to do, business work. But I wanted to, it's been, like I said, I believe like 2 weeks since I've been on. And like I said, the show must go on. One of the things about, building a presence on social media or having a podcast is consistency. I can't just. I usually drop every Wednesday. A weekly show, and I've been, like I said, a little inconsistent. I apologize for that. If you have followed me and you look forward to episodes, feel free to remind me and say, "Yo, Mike, it's Monday or it's Tuesday. You got that episode ready? Hit me up." That would be great to have an associate, a partner, in that regard to remind me. That would be really wonderful and quite helpful. A personal assistant would be great. Can't pay you right now though, so it would be on your own, and you'd be greatly welcomed. But I'm here to tell any of you out there in the world, never give up. Persistence overcomes resistance all the time. And sometimes you might be in a spot where you don't know how you can continue. This is where your support system comes in. This is where the people that love you come in, the people that care about you, and they help get you. They put those bridges where there wasn't one, where you can cross over and keep going. And this is why I say nobody does anything alone, because we need each other more than ever. Putting a plan into action is no easy task. Some people don't even write the plan, they just go, right? Um, some of us can still organize things here. There are people learn different ways. People function and operate different ways. Do you know how you operate? Or are you just all over the place willy nilly and you're not really sure? What do you know about yourself? I know that I work well under pressure. I can perform well under pressure. I know that about myself. I know that I am a determined individual. Once I put my mind to something, it's going to get done. That's just the bottom line. It's going to get done. And I've never wavered from that. I know that I typically am not interested in some things that a lot of people are. I guess I'm weird or just different. Um, so there's a lot of things I could do. I've thought several times about scrapping this podcast and like getting like some kind of disguise and just talking, just doing the most raucous, wild, crazy, outlandish buffoonery just to get clicks. And that thought was fleeting because it's just not me. And I'm just not going to do that for clicks or for money. I'm just not. And there's many people out there doing it. There's people that make a whole living talking about what other people did. It's called gossip. Kudos to them. Kudos to them. Their bank account is probably looking fat and they probably doing real well. I've seen these videos with dudes run up on gang members or they doing stuff in the mall, touching people, these pranksters. Um, I'm not appealing, I guess, to the masses with the buffoonery because it's working and the masses like that stuff. And you say, yo, Mike, you know what works. Why don't you do that? Because at the end of the day, I guess maybe I'm a proud man. I'd like to have a meaningful body of work. And I don't want just to sound judgy. I don't want to sound like, I'm coming down because, if you've got a body of work that entertained people and made them laugh, then so be it, you know? But I'd like my future peoples, after I'm gone, to say that meant something. He wasn't just being a jackass for money. And people might say, well, he should have. Maybe he should have gamed the system and played the role and been a clown for the dough. It's just not me. It's not me. So what you have here, what I intend for you to have here is subject matter that makes you feel and think. Substance matter that when you're finished, you think about it later and you find ways to implement the information to improve your life, or that you can use as a tool to improve someone else's life, or useful information that can be useful to you in your life. That's what I'd like to do. When you feel like giving up, when you feel like stopping, when you feel like your dreams will never be achieved, I am here to tell you it's not on your time sometimes. Timing is important. And sometimes you may not be ready. I just recently talked to someone and I asked them, are they scared of success? Because it almost seemed like this person was like they had all the ingredients, right? But they were stopping themselves. And there are people that are afraid to succeed. What comes with that success? Like, for instance, if the Mike's Opinion podcast blew up, I will probably limit it. Maybe not. Like, I mean, blown up. Like, people want me, to do a tour, or they want me to come do a TED talk, or, be on stage somewhere. They want to fly me across the country or across the planet, across the water, you know, and I'm in popular demand. And for lack, because I don't have one, I need to get an agent and I need to get a publicist. I need to get all these people. I don't know that I would do that in full steam fashion because I'm really not striving for fame and I'm not striving for $1 billion. I take $1 billion. Don't get me wrong. I take $1 billion. I'd spread it across to everyone that I know. But everyone that loves me and has done well by me, probably some strangers. That's what I would do if I was rich. Or be optimistic, right? When I get rich, excuse me. And fame does have its advantages, right? People know you. Like, it's the weirdest shit. Rich, famous people get stuff for free because their presence or them using that service or wearing or showing that product is a boost to that service or product. So they get those things free because of the value that they bring. But I enjoy my anonymity. I could be standing behind you in some line at the bank or the post office, the grocery store, and you don't know who I am. There's comfort in that. I've been around a lot of famous people, and it could get real annoying really fast when people run up to you while you eating, or when you got indigestion, or when you talking on the phone. Can I get an autograph? Can I get a picture? You know, I don't. Maybe I'm just not built for it. I guess I would adapt if it happened. But I'm a kind guy. I'm a nice guy. So I would try to accommodate as many fans as I possibly could. But you can't please everybody. So there's gonna be those fans that I'm like, I gotta go. Or maybe I gotta pee. I gotta go. And they'll be like, oh, well, he shunned me. All I wanted was a picture, but I took 85 pictures before you came, right? All the stuff has problems. People that are rich have problems. We all have these problems, these challenges while we navigate these lives on planet Earth. Know that you share that in common with every human being. Because sometimes you feel overwhelmed, right? You feel like I'm the only one with these problems. You see these people on social media, and usually when I'm sitting on the throne in the bathroom, I'll scroll, or I play a game. I try not to read news as much as possible when I'm doing that. That I try, you got to take some breaks, some mental breaks, because I just work off my phone sometimes, well, a lot actually, and so I'll just scroll social media, looking at chicks a lot of times. Love the ladies, and I'll come across. I see so many of these ladies out here, these females just looking pretty, looking gorgeous, doing nothing. Just look at me, and they getting paid. They getting the attention. But in 5 years, what have you done? And I say, I get money. So many people value money so much, and yes, we need it in this society, the way it's built. We have to have money to live. I get it. I get it. I wish it wasn't that way. I'll be the first to tell you. I wish we didn't live in a monetary system, in a capitalistic society. But when in Rome, right? That's what it is. So I always hear the young people, get the bag, get the bag, get the bag. They will do anything and they don't care about anything else but the money. And I think I just don't think that's the right philosophy in life. Yes, it's important. You have to prioritize it. But if that's all you living for, just so you can buy more name brand luxury or designer stuff, that's whack to me. That's whack to me. That's just me. You know, I would rather see peace on earth or see no hungry people or people with clean water or, just a general happy planet. I'm a dreamer, yes. Not afraid to be that. But you're not alone when you are feeling down, when you are feeling like a failure, like you're feeling you'll never succeed or you won't break through. It doesn't matter what that is. If you're a social media person, everybody trying to break through, right? Social media, I got my show on YouTube for a reason. YouTube is cutting checks. So I hear, because I haven't got one. I haven't got one. Share the show, please, so I can give me a YouTube check. Um, but I applaud these young people as well because they have found ways to navigate this system. And a lot of these young people are, I always use the rapper Nas as an example. To my knowledge, he never had a job. That's a great life. Having never had to punch the clock through the nine to five thing. Now, I want to be 100% clear. Everybody's not an entrepreneur. Everybody's not a business owner. You got to be built for this shit. And if you're not naturally, organically built for it, you have to develop the stomach for it. You have to develop the work ethic, the organizational skills, the ideas, how to navigate and develop ideas. You have to you have to put a lot of components. This is why everybody's not a business owner. And these social media darlings that have capitalized on this have found the way to do it, but a lot of them don't succeed because they eventually give up because they haven't broke through and they got to eat, right? Or um, it's just too many people, too much competition out there, you know. But I'm understanding people getting tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars, you know. And I'm here to tell you, do something smart with that money. I made mistakes with money when I was making good money because I didn't have anybody to teach me how. I didn't have the wherewithal or the thought to go seek out that money management knowledge. I will this time. I will this time for sure. So today, I just want to let y'all know I'm still here. I'm still alive. Things are rough, but I'm pushing through. I wanted to thank those couple people that have held me down and continue to hold me down and support me. Thank you. I've already thanked you, so you already know. But I think y'all watch the pod, so a couple of y'all do. So I just wanted to say it here. Thank you. And I wanted to tell y'all out there that do ever watch this, whoever comes across me and my show, never give up. Make sure you have realistic goals. And once you do, never give up until you reach those goals. Seek out the information you need. Find the tools that you need. Find the network you may need. Do all of these things if you want to succeed and achieve your goals. Do not let the negativity and the discouragement get you down. Hear me on that. Feel on that. So as always, I hope you're doing all right. I hope you are doing okay. I hope you're better than okay. I hope this summer's treating you well. I know there's a lot of parents out there that are just almost rejoiceful because the kids going back to school. I know a lot of mamas out there. It's like, who are them kids going to school? Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Oh, they're going back. They're going to have a little reprieve, right? We love the kids. I love my child. I can't imagine not being with him every day, all day, you know? But everybody ain't built like that. Some people don't have patience like that. Some people got some badass kids. I don't. So, but thank y'all for listening. Thank you for watching. Don't forget, like, share, comment, follow, subscribe. Do it, please. And if you got a few dollars, support the show. It'll be greatly appreciated. The ways to do it are in the show notes. I plan on being back next week. If you'd like to have me talk about anything in particular, feel free to, like I said, reach out. Slide into my DMs, hit me up on social media, or email me at mikesopinionshow@gmail.com. You can also find that in the show notes. Thanks again, and I'll see you next week.
Thank you so much for listening to Mike's Opinion. Logic Unleashed.